the typical nerd or the typical person who's just book smart.
Ultra flamboyant and over the top about everything and melodramatic.
Arrogant, opinionated.
People don't really think that cheer is a sport.
People have called me like a Jesus freak before.
In high school, being stereotyped or stereotyping others is nothing new.
It makes me sad that they don't know me well enough to see that I have different sides to me. I do study and I do read books a lot, but I think it's important to see that everyone has different dimensions to them.
Sometimes it gets on my nerves that people have wrong ideas about me, but in the end, like I'm not gonna be able to change that.
People can say what they want to about me, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm just living by the Bible, and I'm living for the audience of one.
So why does a person feel the need to make judgments about someone they don't know?
It's uncomfortable walking up to people, introducing yourself, getting to know people. That takes time, it takes energy, and sometimes the easy thing to do is just to make general beliefs and think that that's true, but typically it's not.
Could these general beliefs be something we are taught? Research shows that children in the U.S. can have embedded ideas about race, gender, and social groups as early as 3.
It's what we call socialization. They learned it from their parents. They learned it from, their primary groups, who they spend the most time with.
In a study done by Princeton University, it was found that when stereotyping, students tend to be more prejudiced.
When you stereotype with them, when you put a narrow label on them and treat them as other, you're setting yourself up for a mentality, for a worldview that is not going to work in the 21st century, that is not going to work in getting along well with other people.
Perhaps the best way to eliminate these assumptions would be to get to know others.
Behind the scenes, if you were to get to know us, you would see how much we've accomplished and how much work goes into being a cheerleader. It's not all pom-poms and little cheer uniforms. We're more than that.
Judge people on how they treat other people versus what they look like, versus whether they're male or female, versus, all of the other labels we put on people.
You need to get to know someone before you can really put a stereotype on them, because there's a lot more than just what you can see.
It's kind of, you don't judge a book by the cover. I mean, who we are is not what that front cover is.
The only way that we can truly prove there's more than what meets the eye is to step out of our comfort zones and show people that we are more than our stereotypes. With photographers Maggie Otis and Anthony Helverson, this is Ashton Dobson reporting for Titan Television.